Hey guys, it's Renee. So I was on my Facebook and I saw a video link from one of my favorite pages on Facebook, and it was a boy named Troy, and it was his coming out story, and so I thought it'd be cool if I made one. So, um, on March 26th of 2012, I came out to my dad's side of the family. I think it was in around maybe fourth grade. I told my mom. I called her crying one day while she was at work and she was on break, and she asked me what was wrong, and I was like, "Mom, I think I'm bisexual." And at that time, my mom was also bisexual, and so because she was dating her, like I think 5-year old relationship with her girlfriend Morgan. So I told her, and she just started crying, and I thought she hated me, and she was so disappointed in me, but it turns out that she was just happy that I was the first one that I went to. That she was the first one that I went to, and so she was just so happy. And I kept it a secret for so many years because I'm now a sophomore, and I came out last year during my ninth grade year, and I told my mom in fourth grade. So that's quite a while before anyone else knew, but everyone on my mom's side found out. A few of my aunts had suspicions that I was because the way I acted around girls and guys, so they kind of figured I must have liked them. And then there's some people who in my life who think because I like girls is because of my mother, that she influenced me to like girls, and I was like, I'm born this way. My mom had nothing to do with this, so you can't really tell me that my mom chose my sexuality for me. But so last year, my friend Cameron, who's one of my dearest friends, I love him to death. He was my husband, which is a gay husband for a while. I don't know if that's still going on, but he and his friends of his GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance, at his school, were going to this giant rally thing in DC, and they were wearing these colored shirts to make the rainbow, and it said equality. And so he asked me if I wanted to go, and I said no. My dad would never let me go to something for gay rights, and I don't think he'd let me go because of DC being alone, and I'm only 15. He was like, "Okay, I understand. I'm sorry that you still can't be fully out with your family." And that night, I asked my dad just to make sure I couldn't go. He was like, "No, you can't go into DC alone." And he's like, "I understand you want to stand up for gay rights, but it's just too dangerous for you to go into DC alone." And I was like, "Please." And he was like, "No, Renee, it's my final word." And I was like, "Dad, do you have an issue with gay people?" And he's like, "I do not. It only bothers me if I get hit on by someone gay." And I'm like, "So that's your only issue?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm totally fine with them. Apparently we have a few of them in our family." And I was like, "Dad, what would you do if I was gay?" He said, "You mean because you are gay?" And I was like, "How would you know?" And he's like, "Renee, I've known for years. I've been waiting for you to tell me." And it just made me cry, and he just came over and hugged me and told me it was all gonna be okay. And then that same night, I was like, I have to tell my grandmother, which is my dad's mom that I live with currently. I was like, I have to tell her everything will be okay. And I told her, and everything wasn't okay. She thought I needed counseling because I was gay, and she thought making that decision was wrong. And it just hurt me inside knowing that the woman I live with doesn't support my sexuality. And it just hurt me. And then my uncle, Johnny, which is my dad's brother, decides to make jokes. Like one of his background for weeks on end on his computer was silly faggot dicks are for chicks. And it hurt me because I do have a lot of gay friends, and I was like, that's not right to do that. It does hurt people getting called a faggot and a dyke and a lesbo and a butch. It does hurt, and I know because I've been called all of those things. But I'm here to tell you that it gets better. My grandmother has come to terms with it. She still doesn't like it, but she's come to terms with it, and she's getting better at it. It's just something you have to work at with your family. A few months ago, I liked a girl, and I asked her out on a date, and I had to ask my grandmother if she could pick me up from the movie theaters because we were going to walk to the movie theater after school. And she was like, why? And I said, because I have a date. And she's like, with who? And I was like, with a girl I like named Emma. And she's like, why do you have a date? And I was like, because I like her and I asked her out on a date. And she's like, that's just sick. And it killed me inside. Like, I was about to cry in the front seat. It hurt me really bad. I didn't want to be hurt like that anymore. And I told her I didn't like being treated like that because of who I like. And she asked me on numerous occasions, how do you know you like girls? How do you know that you're like, are you sexually attracted to them? I was like, do I want to have sex with them? And she's like, yes, Renee. I was like, I'm 15. I am not ready for sex, but yes, someday I do like girls. And she was like, have you even never kissed a girl? And I was like, yes. And she's like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. And that hurt even more than saying that it was gross that I asked a girl out on a date. But that's how I came out, March 24th. It's just kind of a big day to me. So, yeah, it's just March 24th, 2013. I believe I said 2012 last time I said it in this video. But it was this year, and so I just want to let you guys know who is struggling with being gay or being scared to come out. You can always message me. I'm here for you, and I understand it hurts if someone gets down on you for it. All last year school I heard was dyke, lesbo, lesbian, and just it hurts me because I didn't like being called those names. But I know it does get better, and it will get better for everyone. And if you need help, you can always talk to me. I have my Tumblr link. You can message me on YouTube. Just please talk to someone before it gets too late for being bullied because of your sexuality. I love you guys, and I need you to stay strong for me, okay? Alright, bye guys.